Welcome back, guys, to the next episode of the Fallout 4 walkthrough series. I'll be continuing on with the sniper walkthrough. Let's get straight into it.
Welcome to the Boston Public Library.
I work here.
So the first thing we'll be doing here is getting the intelligence bobblehead.
My ID
Hopefully
number
this will
is,
work. Yep. Usually does. And then we'll be heading over to Diamond City. Okay, so just be careful, there's a tripwire here. Let's just deactivate that, and some grenades up there. Just grab some.
nice.
I'll need that. And if we go through this door, and the bobblehead is there.
Security breach near rear entrance.
Now, like before, we want to try and get a hit on every enemy possible. So as to maximize our intelligence gain. Yeah, you can go further in down there, and there's another raid, I suppose, from these mutants. I tend not to do that because it doesn't really give you too much, and it's quite hard to survive that one. Usually get a legendary mutant here. Got a bit unlucky this time, but oh well. You don't really get a good enchantment anyway, so. Okay, so we'll go down to Diamond City, and we need to go from there. And there are a lot of mutants around there, about 4, I think. And yeah, they're pretty hard to kill. But there is usually a legendary or a skirmisher there, so I tend not to worry about them until I actually get a decent sniper. Which hopefully we'll be able to get a decent sniper at the end of this episode. We'll definitely be able to get our first sniper once we head into Diamond City.
A lot of different raider groups nearby.
What do you mean you can't open the gate? Stop playing around, Danny. I'm standing out in the open here for crying out loud.
I got orders not to let you in, Miss Piper. I'm sorry. I'm just doing my job.
Ooh, just doing your job. Protecting Diamond City means keeping me out, is that it? Oh, look, it's the scary reporter.
I'm sorry, but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper. Saying that article you wrote was all lies. The whole city's in a tizzy.
Ugh! You open this gate right now, Danny Sullivan. I live here. You can't just lock me out. You want into Diamond City, right?
Now it doesn't actually matter which one you do. She'll want you to play along, and
What's that? You said you're a traitor?
you'll go in as a partner, so to speak.
Supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez, all right. No need to make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Better head inside quick before...
I don't take orders.
Whoa.
Alright, so next thing to do is just get into your charisma stuff and sprint over to Sullivan over here. Now I don't really have too much charisma, so I'm just going to go with the bottom one. But if you are around like 8 charisma, then you should be able to get the I wasn't lying.
I didn't mean to lie, officer. It all just happened so fast.
Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support...
You also get 50 caps if you
Newspapers just like to stir up
lie and pretend to be the trader there.
Bring you into this argument,
So,
good sir. No. You look welcome to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Don't let this muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
Whatever. I'm not going to be here long.
Another see no evil type. You'll fit in just fine with all the inept guards.
Now, was there anything particular you came to our city for?
I'm trying to find...
it's always important to say like a missing person or something, because you get access to
Who would I talk to?
a speech check.
Oh, you don't bother going to
Don't listen to her. Diamond City has every...
Sure.
Yeah, who can help?
Well, sure.
It's
And
relatively hard to get, actually.
City must know everyone. Who can help me?
Well,
I was quite lucky.
private citizen.
If you don't do that and you don't know where Valentine is, just there's a
ridiculous. I want
preacher that comes on the right as you just go into Diamond City. Talk to him and he'll set you up with it.
Consider you and that little sister of yours
Head on
on
inside.
notice.
Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. I'm impressed.
So yeah, here he is.
What do you mean by that?
Well, folks are already... Anyway,
What's the Institute?
ever heard of it? But there, at least I should have...
Anyway, if you talk to this guy and you didn't get a speech check there or something, then you can talk to him about it. Or you can just go straight up. It's all the same, but
Told you your luck wouldn't last forever.
Something wrong?
Another stray coming in from the rain. Afraid you're too late. Office is closed.
if you don't pass, it's all right. You'll still go through with the dialogue.
You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
Don't worry, I can help. Tell me
But it is important to offer help because this is off the main quest line, so.
Skinny Malone's gang had kidnapped a young... There's an old vault down there.
As usual, just ask for the money.
But there's a small matter of expenses.
Money, huh?
I've been pretty lucky actually, so I'll go for more money.
Come on.
See how it
This
goes.
is your boss's life we're talking about here.
Don't play games with me. I'll pay you if you...
Oh,
I'll find him. You have my...
Thank you. Nick...
it's only 25 caps. There's another mini game here on the table, so get that. And we'll go around and sell off our gear. I don't really... Oh, here they are. Hold on. Make sure to hit this guy with the gun. And no one else. Damn, that was spicy with the dress there. I'll say.
There are no sins in Diamond City. Hear me? Just you folks and your damn paranoia.
Your brother's dead.
Yep.
Officer?
Nice shot.
You talk to this guard here. You can do another speech check.
I just want to know what happened.
You got bricks for ears?
Run out of my luck, obviously. Okay, we might as well get this next level up perk. Let's see. Okay, Ninja is a good one to get at around about now. We will be getting Rifleman pretty soon. I tend to start getting it around 7, 8, and 9. So I'm trying to find another perk that would be useful. We don't need that because we don't have any silenced weapons at the moment. Not, let's actually just save it for now. Right, here's one merchant.
What a mess. What a mess.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
Hey, officer.
Move along. What's everyone still standing around?
Yeah, once he says this, that line, which takes forever,
Hey, you're the new
you
guy,
can then
right?
talk to the
Yeah.
merchants.
Sure. Sure. Let's take a look.
Feel free to...
Mm-hmm.
Now, even at this point, even if you see a hunting rifle, don't get it, because we need to save up money to buy a decent sniper rifle that's already got a suppressor on it. And there's also a chest piece that's pretty good that you can buy in Diamond City. Oh, so that was the upgrade. Yeah. Don't need a left leg anymore. Now we'll do that, and then we'll talk to Nana.
I don't know you. Just keep your distance.
This is really important that you
Exactly.
say that I'm human.
Human as the day I was born.
If you don't, you can't buy anything from her.
I have eyes like a.
You can always go in at night and talk to the robot that comes here, but
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Here's what we got.
so here it is, Wastelander's chess piece. Take that. And then we just go off selling ammo that we don't need now. We're not going to be using fusion cores. So we can sell that. Nor 5mm rounds. If we do use these ones, it'll be later on, so you can sell .45s. I tend to keep a few .38s on me. So I don't like selling all of them. So sell, say, 350. 51 will go to make it 200. But we've also got to buy a few more .308s. We'll get 13 for now. So I don't have a sniper rifle as of yet. Oh, and we also need a gear. 31. 10 there, I just came. We'll get that as well. Okay, so that's...
Protection for sale.
So yeah, now we can make that,
And tool.
the other water thing. And we should be able to finish this because I think you're going to need a bit of food and some defense, so... Yep. Never mind. Come on.
Feel better already. No, we have a. If we're gonna settle here.
Sure. I'll start planting right away.
Good deal.
I've got to talk to her.
You're tied to this place, kid.
I used to live here.
The psychic.
I'll see if I can.
My.
I don't know why. Maybe it's just the need to feed them and such.
Seems to be growing well.
Anyway, so just pick up all the pieces there that put down. No, so that should be. How? What have we got? We've got F1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5. Ah, need one more. That's very annoying. Let's see if.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So what's your story? Looking to trade?
If you do threaten, she won't actually trade with you at all, so don't do that. No, gold. Titanium island. Looks like the gold is cheapest, so we'll go with that. There we go. That's 5, and we can have it.
This place is starting to feel like home. Now that we can grow, trouble is, what we need is the...
I'm on it.
Ah.
Right, so if you can, as you usually can, just build some guard posts here. That'll get the defense up. If you want this to be like your actual settlement, though, it's better to use turrets if you've got the circuitry and whatnot. But for me, this isn't going to be the main settlement, so I'll just pop some. And there. And all you have to do to get that working is press A on a settler around here, and then press C to assign that there. And each settler will actually do 2 of these guard posts, so it's something to note. I need to fill up the gap. No, looks like that. And for a sturgis.
Sturgis.
Thanks for doing that. We'll all sleep better at night. No, it's been a long...
Uh-huh. I was glad to help.
Well, I appreciate it. Of course, you know you're welcome. Windows, too.
Oh, okay. I thought you needed, 1 defense per... Wait, I've got 6. What? Okay, well, in that case, each person does at least 3 of these defenses. Maybe it's because they're the small ones, and then these ones here, they only do 2 each. I don't know. That's very odd. Anyway, so just build 3 of these and assign a settler to one of those, and that'll do the trick. Okay, so Next thing that we need to do is join the railroad. Actually, next thing we need to do is dump all our junk off that we've collected, and then we'll go and join the railroad. So I'll just quickly do this. I forgot to sell that. Oh. Everything's looking good. The reason why I'm going back to the bridge and not to the libraries because I prefer to go around and follow the river around that way. There's just a lot of things that could go wrong if you go just straight through, and we're not really at that spot where we can handle it. There are a few enemies here. There's a turret up there, there's an enemy around there, and one there. Oh, there's also a turret like around there, but that doesn't really shoot you, so I'll get a headshot. Yep. Yeah. Let him come around. Hopefully we'll get a bit further. Doesn't look like it. Oh, there he goes. Wait until he like starts to come around here. And then we do it. Just so we're still around the corner. So that if any other enemies are around, they're not just going to instantly spot you. Doesn't look like... Oh, there he is. Oh, here's the stim pack, okay. Let's sneak around here then. Ah. Okay, I reckon we are going to get Ninja. We are managing to stay in stealth for a bit.
Only a fucking coward hides.
The other thing is try and stay hidden all the way through, or at least out of range of the turret up there. That's takes a lot of ammo to kill. It's one of the tankier turrets, so you can avoid it. Oh, I didn't have to kill him. It looks like he's wanting to come around. Maybe not. Yep, he's coming around, so under here. And like that. There's those two down, so as you can see the turret's right there. We don't want him to see us at all. And so yeah, just take that, actually unhook it, and apparently we get a bit of XP for doing that. It's way quicker to get into stealth here than it is in Skyrim. Let's see if he's coming this way. There he is, okay. Now there are two options really. If you don't want to get that turret down below, just you can see the head there on the trolley cart. And you can always sprint over in that direction. I like to try and get that turret because it's extra XP, you know. I don't think we're going to get it this time though, so we'll just sprint. So when you do, make sure you pop your head out, get the turret firing. Generally speaking, that usually fires, and just be careful of this as a tripwire. They'll usually fire at you, then for like 5 seconds, then stop. And once they've stopped, that's when you start running. Or if you're counting it, you can start running a bit earlier. You have to do it like time it real well, otherwise they'll continue firing at you because they see you. You can take on this mutant by yourself if you have managed to get a sniper rifle. If not, then just sneak by. He's got a missile, so he'll just destroy you. Should be good now. Yeah, there is a mine over there, so make sure to get that. And if that mine does explode and you don't die, you have to go away very quickly because then this car will also explode. And that will kill you. There's a few gunners here. Loot. Looks like everyone now voted, so we'll head on over. Yes. There's a couple quests you can do here, but no matter what you do, or if you're going to go through the main quest around there, make sure you quick save, because oh no, I won't spoil for you guys, just there's a twist to the thing, you know. This here is where the strength bobblehead is. We'll be going there later on, but there's a whole bunch of gunners around there, and we're not equipped for close combat at the moment, so yeah, I would highly suggest staying away from that until a bit later on. I think I passed it here. Oh, okay. Doesn't matter. So this is the start of the quest line to get your charisma bobblehead, so you can do that now. It's a fairly easy quest to do. And I generally do it early on, but there is the other thing that it'll only be easier later on, and you need your good gear now, otherwise you will struggle later on. So here there's 4 raiders, I think. So they have a variety of weapons, and they're pretty good at finding you. So, and they will come around there, here and there, and through this gate. So just be mindful of that when trying to hide from them. Is that good? Oh, that's not good. I thought that would do a lot more damage than it did. So if you're ever in close combat, that's what the shotgun's for. It's pretty obvious, but do bear in mind that a shotgun is pretty hard to aim. That's why I generally use bats for that. Later on we'll be getting the combat shotgun, which holds a bit more ammo, and it's much easier to aim too.
I'll fucking relax or I'm ready to fucking relax. Got it? What was that?
Oh. So, because they're using shotguns from that range, they're not going to do much damage to you. But if I was to try and like run in and like guns blazing and all that, yeah, I would have died in like a few shots. So yeah, try and stay at a range when reversing shotguns. I think there are some stuff here that better. We can get a helmet now. Here's another thing to note. Weight will determine how well you can sneak. So even though this is 3.6 and that's 4.8, so you get better protection, this has double the weight than what this leg does. So I'm going with this leg because I'm only missing out on a couple resistance. So as to keep my sneak at a high level. So the more weight you total weight of things that you've equipped, that includes your weapons, the less you'll be able to sneak. Now there's a few raiders in this building too. If you can sneak around them, sneak around them. If not, you can kill them fairly easy. So. And if you get lucky, the leader here generally is a legendary one, so yeah, I think we'll just sneak. Yeah. I can get rid of this now. Yeah, there are feral ghouls in here, so whatever you do not use the pit boy flashlight. That's just when you hold tab when this happens. Yeah, you'll get found, and there's a fair few here. You'll get swarmed. So there's that guy that I just hit, and then there's one like to the right around the corner. He's a bit tougher, so. Come on, come to me. Ideally, when you're getting this level that I'm up to, shoot around here if you're going to shoot. If you shoot with the gun around here, the chances of the other feral noticing it is quite high. Oh, what? How did that not miss? How did that miss? That's ridiculous. See who he is. Oh, he's a legendary too. Okay. This is gonna be a tough one. We've got a bit of psychos, so yeah, hopefully we'll be able to make use of that. Oh, come on. There you go. Oh, that's... You see, that's one of the better legendary effects that you can get. Is the 25% extra damage. So just make sure that's working it. Yeah, if you can get that on a sniper rifle, the other option for a sniper rifle that works is the slow time effect. You can get when you scope in, it slows it time down for like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and that it really helps when you're trying to aim manually from a long distance and you want to save a bit of action points, or when you're down on action points. Hopefully he'll come this way. There we go. Now, I didn't have to wait for him to come around towards the corner because there's only... These ghouls are like spread out around here. Yeah, if you're not sure that you're going to one-shot them, just pop in a few more hits into the vats. Yeah, it's not going to harm it. So for this, you just have to spell out the railroad. Make sure this red arrow is pointing to the letter you want, and you just press that. And there we have it. Now you can get a quest to like follow the freedom trail and whatnot, but I recommend not doing that because you have to go through all these super mutants, and yeah, it's pretty hard to go through that, to be honest. So just before you go through, it is good to get your charisma stuff out because there are a few speech text there, or here, and it's always good to get that extra XP.
Before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
Yeah. So yeah, this is the first one.
You wanted to see us. So that means you're playing by our rules.
I'm getting very unlucky here.
I followed the freedom.
If that's true, it's clear you're not with the Institute.
Now I have actually gotten this one. Yeah, I'm really hoping my luck holds here. It's
Carl out of a jam. He knows a guy who knows a guy, and they hooked me up with a lead.
This will go a lot better if you stick to the truth.
I'm not saying.
We have very powerful enemies. I'm Destin Deacon.
You're having a party. What gives with mine?
I need intel.
Well, he's got to be someone. He made it down here, right? Normal people just don't do
they'll actually say something different, like if you've gone through the main quest line and basically you have to kill a really high level synth partway through. If you've done that, you'll be like, oh, this guy's actually cool, he's got a rep and all that, which is pretty cool. So, I haven't tested out
Stop. You're making me blush.
Hey,
many things, so
So you got nothing. He's a complete unknown.
what are our options? Shoot him? Come on. We need friends, Des. Now more than ever. And I got a real good feeling about him.
What? Are you vouching for him?
Yes. Definitely.
Fine. That changes things. So, stranger, why did you want to meet with us anyway?
I have my reasons.
All right. If we're going to be dealing...
I've heard
They are synthetic humans created by the Institute. So close to real people that the distinction is... The Institute treats synths as property.
Aren't synths just machines? And machines are tools.
They started that way. But if it's impossible to tell a single difference between a synth and a human, they must be treated the same. So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. I have a question.
It depends on...
There's no middle.
anyway, you can, I'm pretty sure, I'm just going to quick save here because I'm 90% sure, but you can say, like, I wouldn't risk my life,
No, probably not.
No shame in that.
and
Person needs... It might be best
you
to
still
keep
go
a
through.
distance from us. The Institute would...
Yeah, I'm saying that I would just say, yes, I'd die for them.
Once I played...
Well,
Um,
some, but right now, and in turn,
because there's some speech checks you can pass through here,
Mind the reception. When you take
and I haven't found them when saying that no, I wouldn't die at them.
If you greet all newcomers like that...
Don't be too hard on the old, but it's all good now.
So you have to go angry, so to the right, and then vouch for me, I'm pretty sure.
I still don't know. Why...
With the Institute hunting, sometimes you can... So I saw... I did a good job.
Too bad.
If you're picking up... So, I'm just gonna...
You sure you need...
She's just thinking of... But I'm...
You got my attention.
I got a job. Too big for me?
Okay, maybe not.
If you get into a bind and need some help...
There's a way that you can get, there's like 3 speech checks all in a row.
What's the job?
So,
I'm pretty sure they're all orange as well, like they don't stack up from orange and then red. I forget how I did it though. I'll look into it for you guys.
Sign me up then.
Perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway outside.
Anyway, so get the quest from Deacon there, and then just head out the way you came in. Okay. Oh, we didn't do up when we rung up. So we could get locksmith to expert, but the next rank is at level 18, and we really only need locksmithing at master by level 30. So I don't really want to get that. We need to get gunned up pretty soon. But we've also got to get that because the sniper rifle that we're going to buy has a silenced weapon on it. And therefore we also need to get this one. Yeah, we'll get rifleman now. In case you guys didn't know, the shotgun is actually affected by the rifleman perk. Not the non-automatic stuff. Just a bit of rifleman
Thanks
perk.
for helping us out with Trudy. You did good. Now,
I've got a few minutes to browse.
you got me.
Turn that up. Perception. Strength and agility. So I don't need that. So, yeah, we don't need that, so we can sell that. Oh, we also need a jet for Mama Murphy, so we'll get. No, actually, we'll make one later on. Yeah, we don't need to do that. So go to Red Rocket, drop off our junk, and then go back to the diner and meet Deacon. I don't actually weigh anything, so I'll keep them out. Okay. There's usually...
Don't mention it. I wish I had better news.
It's better to know. Thanks for your help, Doc.
Goodbye. If you need fixing up, let's get a look at you.
Patch me up, Doc.
Go over your symptoms.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, okay. You have to pay for them.
Never mind.
On your way then.
Right.
You know, so that's a travelling thing there.
The Doc's the best, isn't she?
I'm not even going to comment on that. Now, there's a first aid thing there, and suitcase. I won't bother picking that up.
Deacon? Is that you?
Like the disguise? It's wasteland. This is my...
That? Not much of a disguise.
A disguise is more than a...
Uh-huh.
You'd be surprised how the railroad... Our old base...
Yeah, that's great.
Yes, the Deacon is actually a...
Survivors didn't have time to grab any...
goes in as a Diamond City guard, a whole range of
Let's find it then.
We gotta do one...
other places, so yeah, write down in the comments where you've seen him.
If you like that, we got signs, counter signs, dead drops, even a secret handshake. Anyway, the tourist should have...
There are some fills here. Oh, bugger. I wasn't even crouched. Oh, not fine. Oh. I thought I was sneaking at that point. On the transmit.
Hey. Thank God. You have a Geiger counter?
Why do you need a Geiger counter?
Wait, what?
Whoa, easy there. He meant to say...
That's better. My heart almost burst out of my chest. Who the hell is he? HQ said they were...
Sorry, I'm new. He's just...
Right.
All right.
I like how he says, I'm just showing him the ropes, but then I don't. Even though I just didn't say the counter sign. Like, yeah. Oh, that's quite funny.
In danger?
I signed on for light recon, but that little Slocum's Joe of yours is crawling with goddamn chrome dome synth sons of bitches. If I haven't been made yet, I'll be spotted when I leave here. I'm goddamn trapped. The front's fortified to hell.
What do you mean?
You know, them early...
They have a minefield?
Yeah, the mother...
Good to know.
Yeah.
Well, isn't Ricky just a ray of sunshine?
No matter what you say here, Deacon will be like, yeah, I agree with you. So, it doesn't really matter which way to...
Speaking of truth,
my job in the railroad is... So you handled the talkie-talk.
why would Ricky lie?
People always got reasons to lie.
He's probably telling the truth.
I agree. Odds are good we can take him at face value. The front door has...
The tunnel has got to be easy.
Easier, but...
Now, if you decide to go through the front, it'll follow you through the front and you can take out everything there, but then you get to the point where you need a terminal to activate this elevator to get down into the basement, and the terminal is in the basement, so you have to go through the tunnel anyway. Yeah, good old Bethesda. They say it's an RPG, but you have to do things a certain way. Good, I'm able to get all the XP from that. So this is the tunnel.
We're in. The back entrance is safer, but... So it's time you...
Uh-huh. Who's Dr. Karen?
All goes well.
I'm risking my...
So I'll be straight with us railroad agents. It's gotta be...
Uh-huh. Ready to go?
First step is to override the security lock.
Okay, so that's going to be the end of this video. We'll clear through this next time and get the sniper rifle. Alright, see you guys later.